Hello and welcome. This tutorial is on how to make this denim boot. I made it using one pair of jeans. I just used a lot of different patches. I added a secret pocket up at the top. And this was really fun and easy to make. So let me show you the tools I used to make this boot. For this project, I used jeans, fabric tack, a pair of boots, and then fabric shears if you have them, and regular scissors if you don't. So the first thing we're going to do is cut out the pattern of the shoe from the jeans. You can use an old pair of jeans. And I know you're not going to believe this, but I only own one pair of jeans because jeans just like aren't my thing. I usually wear dresses or skirts. So I went to the Goodwill and found a pair of jeans. I think these were like $3. And it was a lot cheaper to go to the Goodwill than it was to go to Joann Fabrics. So I bought these jeans, and what I wanted to show you was before you cut out the pattern, you kind of want to look at all the pieces or components of the denim that you purchase and use those details in your shoe. So for instance, you would cut out the pocket, you might cut out the waist of the jeans, you might cut out this little belt loop. If there's a patch on the back, you could cut that out. And you just want to get it so that you have different unique characteristics to add to your shoe. And I'll show you what I mean. I want to maximize my denim, and because I only have one pair, I'm going to have to add several different characteristics to one jeans leg. So for instance, here I'm going to fray the denim. I am going to also fray the edges, and then I'm going to cut off strips and bleach them and tie them and wash them so that they come out in different colors, and I'll show you what I mean by that in just a moment. I've completely deconstructed the jeans. This is a patch I made with the fraying in the center. I took out all of the pockets and some patches. Also have the waistband with the zipper fly attached. And what I'm going to do now is just fray the edges of all of these patches. I'm going to add some bleach to some pieces. I'm going to tie-dye it. And my goal is just to make the denim look like it came from several different sources instead of just one pair of jeans. So I'm going to continue to fray. I'm going to wash it, and I'll show you the results in one moment. I have my pieces now that I've bleached them, washed them, and dried them. And this is how they turned out, which is exactly what I wanted, because now the pieces that came from one pair of jeans look like they came from several. I mentioned cutting out a pattern earlier, but that was kind of incorrect, because what I'm going to actually do is just take some of these patches of denim and fit them onto the shoe and glue it. So I'm going to put a couple of patches on so that you can see what I mean, and I'll come back and show you. I'm using fabric tack, so I'm going to place the glue exactly where I want it on the boot. And I'm not going to glue down the whole piece because I may want to put something underneath the patch and then glue that on top, if you know what I mean. So hopefully you can see this, which I think you can. And now I'm just going to take this and place it on here. And I'm going to keep going and show you what it looks like in just a moment. I also wanted to show you that I stuffed the boot with tissue paper just so that it could retain its shape, because as you can see, I glued this patch on, but then on this side it's still kind of coming off because it was flat. So now that it's stuffed, I can continue gluing. This is the progression of the boot so far. So I'm just adding patches, and I haven't glued anything all the way down because I don't know what I want to add underneath it. I did want to mention two things. The first is, if you have a patch like this with a lot of fraying, you want to make sure that you don't glue it completely down, because you want to be able to put denim underneath if your shoe is not already denim. And the second thing is, if you are adding patches near a zipper, you want to make sure, let me move this a little bit. You want to make sure that you don't get the frame too close to the zipper, because you obviously want to be able to zip your shoe without it getting caught. So those were just two little tips that I wanted to let you know as you're gluing. This is a little bit more progression. I have glued down some pieces, but not all, because I want to be able to trim some off or lift up something if I want to put something underneath. But I just wanted to show you how it's going. I'm going to finish this part of the boot and then come back and show you my progress. As a reminder, this is what the boot looked like before. This is the side by side. This is the final result. I added a lot of patches, and then I added kind of a secret pocket here that I could tuck stuff in. I really love how they turned out. I know that this look isn't for everyone, but if you like a messy denim boot, hopefully this will help you get what you need with just one pair of jeans instead of cutting up a whole bunch of different pair. And I left the heel brown, but I think I may eventually go back and turn it into denim, because I think that allows you to wear this pair of boots with more things. You could also add Swarovski crystals to it, or beading. There's so much you could do. You could add patches. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time.